This attack was fine, right? Yeah, it's just some random guns I had somewhere. So the uranium is over there. You don't think I have any coal in my logistics network? I think I do. Because clearly I must, because some got delivered over there. And I don't think it's just from discard. I think I do pick up some coal at the coal drop-off spot. It's whiskey and chocolate! Hold on. I'm gonna crash. Okay, stop. Pick up the car. Very strong. Bro, do you even lift cars? It's whiskey and chocolate from... Oh, it's 2 in a row! It's Belf Night! Oh, Belf Night! That reminds me, I never put those WoW videos live. I'm gonna try to remember to do that right after the stream here. Speaking of Sims, I had about 60 hours of game time on my account when I let my girlfriend use my account. Now it's over 600 hours. The Sims is like a great game because it makes gamers out of people who aren't gamers. You know, and again, the term gamer is like, can imply all kinds of things, right? It's like, we're used to thinking of gamers and the same people, you know those people who are super like obsessed movie nerds who are like, oh, this movie from like 1937 was really influential in cinematics. We have to stop thinking of gamers like those sorts of people. We got to think of gamers as like normal people. And then more people will buy more games, which means more games will be made and everything like that. Anyway, The Sims is fantastic. And it turns more people into gamers. They don't know they're gamers. It's very sneaky, but it turns it into that. And we got Time Dragonlord coming in. I think Quill deserves another donation train. He's just that awesome. Thank you very much, Time Dragonlord. I mean, I had all those train-themed songs, you know, in the pre-stream. Maybe I was trying to subtly influence people in some way. Okay. I need mines. Right. So, I'm not gonna be able to use the blueprint that I just made for this because this is gonna be a different kind of setup. Because we need to pump sulfuric acid. Sorry, any other IT crowd fans here? It's whiskey and chocolate. Mom, my food took 30 minutes longer. Oh, UK dude, I'm sorry your food delivery was slow. Oh, now I want to order pizza though. We got whiskey and chocolate. It's Fang! Hey, Fang! Fang727. Join the train. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a great day. There we go. I had the wrong focus. I couldn't rotate things. You know, it's a Saturday. I'm playing Factorio. We're live streaming. I got tons of coffee. Everything's perfect. It's a good day. You know, I've talked before about how actually I struggle with depression quite often. It's continuously a problem. But it's not because of like, oh, life sucks or whatever. It's never been anything like that, which has always been very frustrating. Because I'm always someone who sees like the positive everything. Because life is freaking awesome. Life is super cool. What a great time to be alive. I mean, seriously. Like, I would never want to travel to the past. The future might be kind of cool, but at the same time, like, especially people who are the same age as me, you know, plus or minus a few years, we got to, like, experience the true start of the computing age and the internet age. I went from there was no such thing as, like, a practical public internet, to the start of it, you know, working with Telnet and Gopher and FTP and things, to the introduction of the web, to, like, this amazingness that we have here. And I mean, I'm sure it's just going to continue to scale in incredible and insanely cool ways. How am I going to get the power in here? Hold on. I think I might have to do the 2-gap thing here. Wait, the miners pump their own acid. Wait. No, really? Oh shit, that's handy. Is it the only thing in the game that does this? Or do lots of other things like interpump? So you're saying, as long as I just pump it into one of the ends, that's enough. Were you too young for BBSs? Dude, I used to run my own BBS. I paid for my own phone line in my room so I could run a BBS in there. It was only a one-line one. I had a great BBS though, because I had a 28 baud modem, which 28K, I should say. Which was more than most places offered. Now, of course, most of the people who would connect to my BBS didn't have 28K baud modems. It's still some 2400s, a lot of 9600s, and some 14.4s. And even then, when we got the 56K modems, it didn't really make much of a difference because the phone system was too janky for that. Usually, you didn't get those kind of speeds. But yeah, I ran my own BBS. We had door games on there, man. Legends of the Red Dragon, the food fight games, the sex worker games for some reason, because that was a thing. They were really good, though. They were like businessy tycoon sort of thing, except you ran sex workers. Or you were a sex worker. That's what it was. You were a sex worker. You can see the little blue arrows between the miners, which indicates... Yeah, and I guess, okay, it's the fact that the arrows go both ways. That would be the difference. Gotcha. All right. So with that in mind, actually, I can use, in fact, my miner blueprint if I do something like that. So that'll be fine. I'm so happy you guys mentioned that, because I would not have realized that they pump between each other. We're Hans and Franz, and we're here to pump you up. Look at that. There's going to be a little bit over there. A lot of the ones on the edges tend to burn out real quick when you just go plop, 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 but that's okay. We're going to go and get you here. And we'll get another big connection over that way. Excellent. And we got some miscellaneous guns all over the place, which is going to be fine. So excited for all this uranium. 33.6 is the max for normal phone to normal phone. Yeah, that sounds about right. My first modem was a 300 baud phone coupler. I did not have that. Yeah, so you're actually taking a phone and like hooking it into the thing, which was always crappy, and it was, I believe, because of the licensing and the like there was this crazy monopoly. I mean, I know this is a crazy thing to consider, but there was this monopoly with like, you know, telecom providers. I know it's ridiculous that thing happened at one time. Clearly, we're more civilized now. That you know, telecommunications providers don't have any kind of monopolies, but like you didn't own your telephone, you rented it, and you couldn't just hook up your own thing directly to the phone system, or they'd be like, no, you're banned from the phone system. I mean, of course, that depended on, you know, where you were, different countries, yada, 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 but yeah. Put that down, we'll route it around. So we got you over here. Oh, it's almost lined up. Would have been a really nice coincidence if it had. Doesn't matter one way or another. I mean, we used one extra belt for the little sideways motion, but that's not a big deal. Got a good friend of mine, some of you guys know, Demonac, who like is suffering under the yoke of poor DSL service when he could actually have fiber, just because he refuses to what's the word, patronize, to become a client of Bell. It's like Bell Telephone can provide fiber optic access in his neighborhood, but he doesn't want to deal with Bell. He's waiting for some other third party to be able to provide that. Ran his own BBS. Did run it as a teenager? Yes. Yeah, I was a teenager when I was running the BBS. But yeah, those are great days. I've talked about it before. FidoNet and the way like these primitive like emails and Usenet things that would take, you could actually, if you were in a big enough FidoNet network, you could actually have conversations with people all around the world, like Australia. There would be like a couple weeks lag between getting messages back and forth, but you could actually do it, which was amazing. It was really incredible. Oh, hey, it's Dragon Lord some more. So much uranium, Gandhi would be proud. Just wait until we get the nukes out time, Dragon Lord. Ho, 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 ho. And thank you very much for your support. Big supporter of the channel. This one and Briar and A Kiss for Luck. I know you've been around all those places. Really, I mean, it makes a world of difference. This whole like lifestyle, this living that we do is really weird and inconsistent. But it's that sort of like that kind of support from people directly that makes all the difference, both financially, but also to a certain like mental level. It's hard to describe, but it's cool. It's really big. Shout out to Captain Darkpool with the 25-month resub. Choo-choo! There are drones now? Wait, like the little flying guys? They've been in the game for a long time. The bots? They're awesome. Sure beats having to like run back and forth to pick up stuff. Still mostly just waiting for a lot of deliveries. Okay, let's take a look at the bus and make sure that things are actually being produced. Okay, the green circuits are coming in pretty slowly. Because the green circuits on the bus are only coming from this local production over here. And they weren't producing at all for a while because we didn't have copper. So there's probably a big backlog of stuff for that. Now, we do have a major green circuit production chain over here. And actually, they're sitting pretty idle. What we haven't done so far with the green circuits is bring them back to like the bus or anything like that. And we probably want to do something with these green circuits. We probably have to put them on a train and then send them to the bus or something of that nature. Or we can do a little bit more in-place production of green circuits. We don't need like infinite amounts of green circuits. There was just like a massive backlog of stuff because we ran out of copper for a while. So everything in our mall, and we're building up a lot right now, is like, oh my god, we have nothing. You can see here I did like really lazy production for our nuclear stuff. Oh, this one is still, there's something missing for this one to produce. I was just like, I don't know, I you know, figuring out the rail, I'm like, well, we've got stuff to do, I'll just do it this way and it'll get started, but there's something missing over there, and I may have to go and check. Well, there's no may, I have to go and check on that, but let's finish hooking up this part of things anyway, so that we can actually be in a position where, so that goes there, there, where we've got uranium on a train. Now, we might want to do our uranium refining right here in practice. And that is certainly an idea. But I don't know what's involved. Like, I don't know what's involved in the refining process, and then I don't know what's involved in the actual making the power run process. I do know that, like, you know, people post blueprints that have, like, you know, all-in-one kind of thing, and it's all balanced. We're gonna figure things out on the fly, which is the fun part of Factorio. Everything works better with sound effects. Now, whether that's pew-pewing in space games or na-na-na-na-na-ing while you're putting down things, it all works. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Factorio man. There we go. How lovely is that? Okay, so if we go and get some stuff pumping, we'll be okay. I'm just gonna route things up around the north, just because. I don't know. Okay. That's annoying. We might need some sort of pump or something. All right, done. And actually, now I'll just get really lazy and just run this. Okay. Actually, I guess it would be a little easier to do something like that. Or not necessarily easier, but less materially expensive. We need to blow up that cliff. Alright, there's a few that are still red. That is a very handy little mod, by the way, to show you places. It's called Bottleneck, to show you places that aren't working. So there's some red bits there because there's like actually missing a mine there because it hadn't been delivered yet. Same thing there. I mean, it was on its way, but I've got some on my person, so we may as well just drop those off. And there we go. We have uranium that's flowing. Now, so we're gonna have to refine it, or enrich it, I suppose might be the better term. I mean, I guess you refine it first and then you enrich it. I don't think you need to necessarily refine here because you're getting it directly out of the ground, but normally you'd be getting something. I don't know. Yeah, if you do exclamation mark mods in the chat, Cthulhu, you will have a list of all the mods that I use. Is there a trick for laying underground pipes in a long line? Oh, just hold down the button. Yeah, the same thing. By the way, so if you're... This is something even people who have played Factorio for a long time don't know. So you click and hold the mouse and just walk. So that works for power lines. It also works for underground pipes. Click and hold. It's great. Super time saver. Okay. No. So, yeah, we have uranium ore that we'll have to do something with. So, uranium pickup 1. Actually, I'll call this uranium ore pickup 1 to make it clear. Done. And I guess I could have a train waiting here. That way it'll already be full and ready to go for whenever it's supposed to do something. Uranium ore, pickup 1, inventory full, and then we'll go and set up the next bit. Oh yeah, it works for underground belts too. It's super handy. It doesn't tend to come up very much with underground belts, but it totally works with them. So everything red, everything is good. Our power situation is pretty bad right now. But hey, that's what we're working on. Okay, so we're on the, ass end of the universe over here. Oh, do I have enough defenses? I want to make sure this place doesn't get destroyed. So, paste, 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 paste. There we go. Okay. So we've got a big area over here where there's nothing going on. We've got the so-called mall stop. I think I'm going to change it. So, can I rename it from this distance? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be uranium ore drop-off. That's where we're going to drop off uranium ore. It used to be like a place for me to quickly get to the mall. So your next stop will be uranium ore drop-off until empty. Go there now. And KSP doesn't show Factorio? Ah, for crying out loud. My bad. Hang on a sec. Commands, list, mods. Factorio. Save. And mods. Can you make nuclear powered trains? Not that I'm aware of, but now I kind of wanna. Yeah, that's about right, actually. Yeah, there's actually very few mods running on this particular go. All right, what's being smashed? Anything that matters? No, not at all. Okay. Cliff explosives. Cliff explosives are here. Oh, can I not just hold it down? I guess it's not. They don't work like grenades. They're a little bit weird because you can't just drop them anywhere. And I don't think you can hurt yourself, yeah, with cliff explosives. They just erase cliffs, and that's it. Oh, we actually lost one of the guns over there. Okay, that's all right. It'll be replaced. So, what we need is to remove this. I don't actually have a blueprint set up for that, but let's go. So this is the drop-off, so I can clear that. I can grab... that, canceling out this. There we go. In and out. Good. Okay. And this should still be in my inventory as well. What's that? Some bits coming in? Hey, Dr. Pabanu! Thank you very much. Got this from watching a thing. Don't know what to do with them, so here, you deal with it. That's right. There's some things on Twitch, like you watch an ad or something and get bits or something like that. I don't really know, but that's cool. Thank you. Oh, I didn't actually grab the power from the ends over there. Whoops. I'll probably end up redoing that blueprint, but that's okay. All right, so this has got to get deliverified. And this over here. Okay, so Oh, while we're here, I'm gonna check out, why is that, there's the one bit of our nuclear buildings that's not getting the material that it needs. What is it? So you over here, actually a couple of you aren't producing. What do you need? Oh, you need concrete! You need steel plates. Which we do actually have here. There we go, and it's loading up. It's just slow. It's like really ridiculous to have this be run by Logistics Network because you need so much material for each one of these, but I was being mega ultra lazy. We need concrete, which I don't actually have, and I keep meaning to set up. Well, no time like the present. So if I recall correctly, concrete, you need stone and iron. Yeah, stone, iron, and water. So the best place to do it is actually way over here. You don't see centrifuges? And yeah, the research is going slow. Yeah, where are centrifuges? Because I think I went here and I found everything sort of in a row. Is this no, that's a beacon. Boiler, steam engine, steam turbine I have. Oh, there it is! Ah, thank you. And yeah, this is so a dumb way to do it because they need so much material, but I was being too lazy to organize things. Okay. And we have ludicrous amounts of logistic bots that are mostly just sitting idle, so what the hell? Let's have them just do this and slowly produce things. You want several centrifuges. Yeah, well, I have each one of these can fill like 2 stacks of whatever. Maybe this isn't enough for the steam turbines. I don't know. I have no concept of how much we'll need of everything, so I just have it set up to like make 2 stacks of each. Some of it will probably be ludicrous overkill, and some of it will be ludicrous underkill, and somewhere we'll rebalance things. Maybe we'll have to upgrade the production a bunch. We'll see. But I was like, well, I'll have to get started, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. Oh, are bots being destroyed? Yeah, I think some bots are walking through here. Hold on. Let's abuse long reach to clear that. So bots are probably going through here and being killed. They're probably also not recharging very well. Yeah, you can see them flying right over here. That's exactly what's happening. Which is bad, because we're losing whatever material they're carrying, the time it takes to travel back and forth. And if they end up being in a place where they're out of battery power, then they move really, really, really slowly. There we go. Do that. Okay, and that's just that, which is fine. And then we can clear out these guns now. Okay, done. Concrete! You will not need more than 4 reactors to start with. Okay. So yeah, I've been wanting to mass produce concrete for a while just so that I can pave over the world. We were low on power, we're using bot supply material used to make new power plants. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Everything's fine, there's nothing to worry about here. Okay. So over here, we have access to iron ore, we have access to bricks, and we have access to water. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go over here and just steal some iron ore in some fashion here, in some vaguely balanced way. We're going to do something like this. You know, whatever. It's fine. And we really don't need this to be blue, but what the hell, right?